consistently bad on the defensive end. And
Anthony Davis, and you can't just, again, dismiss them as, but, you know, again, through the back door by saying, well, Giannis has a great supporting cast, but I don't. Because that's the message you cannot send this late in the season, because you're going to tell them they ain't nothing. Right?
Skip, I agree. It was a bad look. It was a very bad look for him to walk off the court with that much time. If it was 2 seconds, Skip, I get it. 14 seconds, that's unacceptable. I'll give you this also. He should not have said that. And it's, even though it's true, they have surrounded, because this is what LeBron is used to playing with, Skip. Snipers on the edge. You double down on me. I kick to Middleton. I'll kick to Brogdon. I'll kick to those marksmen, three-point shooters. This is really not a great team that's surrounding him, because they don't fit what LeBron does really well. But you can't say it.
You can't say it.
Right.
And those pieces around Giannis are little big pieces. They weren't top of the draft guys. I know Bledsoe was drafted, but he's bounced around. You know, he's
found a home. He found a home.
He found a home. He found a home, and he got a new deal on Friday. But Brogdon was down the list. You know, they weren't.
Brogdon was Rookie of the Year, Skip.
Okay, but he was
second-round pick.
Second-round pick. And Chris Middleton, now he made the All-Star team. Was he highly regarded coming out of Texas A&M? No.
Right.
Okay, so they've scored with little big pieces that fit around Giannis, right? So let's go back to Friday night. With 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in that game, LeBron James did something that he doesn't always do, and I was highly impressed. They left him wide open for a three, and he absolutely ripped it. And that put the Lakers up 2. That was 118-116. Now, you got 3:11 left. So it's not time to close yet, but you've put them in position. You've set them up to close.
Correct.
And then what happens? Giannis on the other end, he charges. He gets an offensive foul. So now you've got the ball back with a 2-point lead with 3 minutes or so to go, right?
Correct.
That's big advantage LeBron at Staples.
Yeah,
It's
you're
your
up 2
new
and you
house.
have the ball.
Okay? You should be able to figure this one out from this point forward, and I fully expected that they would.
Yes.
And they come down, and Rondo tries to connect with LeBron on a pass that I don't know what it was, but they're in the lane, and Rondo leads him, and they're just not on the same page, and then they're scowling at each other like, it's your fault. No, it's your fault.
Because you know why, Skip? At that point of the game, that's too risky of a play to try and make. If you want to try that play in the first quarter, no problem. But not at this juncture of the game.
Okay, so you give them back a possession, and they go down and score. And then you come back, and LeBron gets an offensive foul. Again, he's trying hard, but he gets an offensive foul. And I got to tell you, less and less he's getting any respect from the referees these days. He just doesn't get a lot. And
You saw that Saturday night, didn't you?
Yeah, I did see that. And all of a sudden, the Bucks from that point on, from that 3-point shot, the wide open one that LeBron made, they go on a 15-2 run to close the game. And the next basket LeBron scores is with 23 seconds left. They just let him lay it up. Okay? And then comes the walk-off. Okay, not good enough. Something went completely haywire there. Where is it LeBron's fault? It's 50% his fault. Is it Rondo's fault? Where's Kuzma? Where's Ingram? LeBron did miss 2 threes down the stretch, but again, it's fading.
But again, the defense. Remember, Skip, Brogdon had 2 and 1s. Not Brogdon. Bledsoe had 2 and 1s.
He did.
Brogdon hit a big 3 off of a turnover. And the thing also, Skip, is that here's the thing. LeBron James is going to have to take, and I know this is against his DNA, this is against everything that he believes in, because he's more willing to pass the ball than to shoot. But what we've seen, 16 assists is not enough.
It's not.
He needs to be James Harden. James Harden to get you 50
I agree.
and 11 and 12 assists.
Which brings us to Saturday night. Now, everybody's kind of off kilter because LeBron's taking a shot at the team, and they're not sure they want to show up, but they need their leader to come out and just step on the Suns' neck in the first quarter.
I'll give you that.
No. It's 33-26 Phoenix after 1 quarter. And to your point, the home team is saying, wait a second. We got this.
Yeah.
So what's the new defensive strategy on LeBron James on Saturday night? They go with Ayton, a rookie, 7 foot tall, on LeBron much of the game. Out on the top, top of the circle. He's just out there doing this. There was a time in this man's career, LeBron James' career, where he would take one look at that and say, seriously?
Yes.
You're going to do that to me? A rookie 7-footer?
He's supposed to look at the coach. Oh, y'all gonna disrespect me like that?
Seriously?
Okay.
He would be licking chops.
Yes.
He would be saying, watch this. Because he'd have him on a string the whole night. Back and forth, and he'd either shoot step-back threes or he would just go. He'd blow right by him, and he'd get a lot of wide-open dunks.
Yeah.
Because Ayton can't backpedal with LeBron's charge, right?
No.
Come on. So I kept saying, just attack him. Just go. Just go. You do this. They're begging you. They're daring you.
You're right.
You do this. Nope. And all of a sudden, I look up, and with 9:44 left in the basketball game, the Phoenix Suns are up by 19 points. And finally, LeBron says, okay, I've had enough of this. And he goes into setup man mode, and they start to attack. All over the floor, they're attacking on offense, and I give you this on defense. He started to play hard on defense. He was starting to disrupt. So, way to go, LeBron. And they cut it down. They got it to 3.
Yep.
They got it all the way 3, and then it's at 5. And then finally, it's still a 5-point game. And LeBron, with, what time was it? He dunked, so that cut it to 3. So he drove on 8, and this is before he missed the 2 free throws.
Right.
And that's the first time all night I said, way to go, LeBron, if we could see this play. He drove it on 8, and this is the first time I saw him actually just attack him. He goes right by him, and Ayton had no
Choice but to foul him.
You got to foul him, right?
Right.
So he goes to the free throw line, and I've never loved him as a late game clutch free throw shooter, and he LeBricked both the free throws.
Yeah.
And it took all the life out of the comeback. It's just like, that's it, we're done. And yet that was the first time all night I saw him actually attack Ayton.
Skip, I tweeted in the first.
Yeah.
I was like, LeBron, it's not good enough for you to just stand around on the perimeter
Yep.
and try to set guys up.
Just go.
You remember, Skip, he would always call the pick to be in the pick and roll to get your big guy or to get your or to get Steph Curry or someone like that so he can take advantage of it.
Yep.
You're doing them a favor if you let 7-1 DeAndre Ayton guard you on the perimeter.
Yep.
Get the ball, put your head down, get him in foul trouble, but get to the basket.
He could have eliminated him by halftime. He would have fouled him out.
And here's another problem that you have when you go small lineup. You're asking Kyle Kuzma to guard their best. He had to guard Giannis, and he did a fairly good job on Giannis on Friday night. But then you put him on 7-1 DeAndre Ayton. And although he's not as skilled as he's going to be, he's still 7-1. He was the first overall draft pick for a reason, Skip. You let him get confident, and now he feels he can put up anything against anybody, and it's going to go in. So you're tiring him out.
Yep.
So now those points that Kuz normally would cause, even though Ingram is giving you great production, Skip,
Yep.
those points seem it's hard to say the guy had 31 one night and had 20 something the other night. But Skip, those points doesn't suck the life out of the other team like you think it would.
I agree.
It's like Bledsoe was like just draining on Friday night. He was just like sucking the life. They're like, get another and one, another big clutch 3. It's like you see their body language just like.
Yep.
And I would have thought that Ingram would be better defensively. Skip, he has a 7-foot wingspan, and to be as big as he is, he doesn't. Something's not computed. And I get it. Look, LeBron has said some things, and guys like to feel like they're important.
Yeah.
Although I'm not as important as you, don't make me feel like you could just get the guys that's cleaning the building and come in here and do what we do. So LeBron could have handled this situation a lot better. But until they play defense, what you gonna do? You keep Skip. They gave up 69. Who that was against? A Grizzlies. You give up 69 points. You give up 67 points, 66. You're not going to win very many games giving up that many points in a half.
Yep. So they're 4-8 since LeBron returned from injury, and they have the 4th worst defensive rating since he came back. Should he set more of a tone on defense? And I do agree with you. I thought on Friday night and Saturday night, he started to play harder on defense in ways I wish I'd seen earlier in the year. Maybe he was saving and pacing himself to this point. But now it's too little, too late. So I thought over All-Star break, Luke would be gone. I thought they would do something to just sort of jumpstart the basketball team, where everybody said, okay, we got a fresh start. Here we come out of break. Let's go. Did not happen.
Right.
Is Jeannie Buss, does the buck stop on her desk?
Absolutely.
Is she still going to hang in with the guy she loves and Luke Walton? Maybe so.
The thing is, he might be a good coach, but no matter how good a coach might be, if his message isn't getting through to the players, I don't care if he's Coach Auerbach. I don't care if he's Phil Jackson.
I agree.
If that message is not resonating, you're wasting your time.
And then the other thing, we've heard nothing but resounding silence from one Magic Johnson. I can bet you he does not love this.
No.
I can bet you that the Magic who played would have spoken out strongly against this. If he had been the leader of a team, he would have been
Magic Johnson
firing
wanted to let Luke Walton go.
He did.
And the lady that signs his paycheck says no, that's not going to happen.